Hello everybody. Today I'm going to teach you how to put a slip-on on a 2024 ZX-6R. So depending on what slip-on you have, it'll probably be a little different. I have the M4GP-19 with all my stuff, the bracket, and the hanger, all that jazz. So how do you go about removing this fat ass can? Well, the easiest way to do it is to, let me put you down for a second. All right, sorry about that. So all right, so if you have a, I think maybe it's 2020 and up, I don't know, but your ZX-6R has a servo motor, this thing, which Kawasaki's hilarious. I don't know why they put that in. Maybe someone knows more than me, but I'm going to teach you how to take it off, and you're probably not going to need it. So if you're getting a second exhaust, you want to take these two bolts, there's one here and one here, off so you can remove this heat shield. Don't do what I did, because I stripped the bolt. You can probably see it, I stripped it because I was using the wrong size, because I'm dumb. I did this, I tried taking this off at 4 a.m. because I was excited. Besides the point, I figured it out and we learned from it. So you take this heat shield off, and there's going to be, you can see it right here. This is the other end of the servo motor. This is like the servo receiver, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, it's a valve that gets closed. So you can see it right here. My finger's on the way. There's a little nut right on this. It's right on this wire. I'm touching it. You loosen these two nuts after the heat shield's off. You can then take the servo wires and you can run them, because they initially they run up behind your rear sets, up through the frame, all the way up into the back and into the servo motor. Now, if you strip the bolt, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. So like I said, these are going to be up here. It'll just run up there. You can loosen it right here as well. And you can loosen it, then you can loosen these up enough, because that's what I did. Loosen them up at the top and then just run them through the bike, although that was a pain. So now once you have the wires out and the servo motor disconnected, or the wires disconnected from the servo motor, sorry, you have this rear bolt on your rear sets that you want to take out, and then there's one underneath next to the secondary muffler that I'll show you where it is once I pull it out. So I kind of just threw it back on here for visual purposes. And then there's the clamp right there that you need to loosen. And I mean, once you're done with this, you know, if you're going to sell the bike, hold on to it, keep it for the original owner. You know, maybe they want it, maybe they don't. Better safe than sorry. So now that you have all that done and all that jazz is out, what you're going to do is you're going to want to take the secondary muffler off, which is this thing. So you want to take the heat shield off first, that's what I've heard, and then get it off the bike. There's no wiggle room. You can see that I can probably get 2.5 fingers between the secondary muffler and the back tire. So you're gonna have to like do some wiggling to get it out. It's gonna be a pain. I already know that. I'm looking at it and this is gonna suck. So I'll cut back to you when I have the heat shield off, and so I can show you where the bolts are for that. Alright, so now we have the heat shield off. For those of you wondering, that the little hex key screws, I don't know what you call them, Allen key, they're 5mm, by the way. So if you didn't know that, now you do. So now I'm going to work on getting the secondary muffler out. I'll show you all how to do that. So yeah. Alright, so it should just be a clamp. That's literally all it should be. You can see, I was able to get my socket in there. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and torque this bolt off. I believe it's only the clamp, I think. Actually, wait. I lied. It's also these two little Allen key bolts. So I'll be back in a second. I'll let you know if I was wrong. Alright, so I got the secondary muffler out. Two things. One, this right here, this, you see it, this little, that is the biggest pain in the ass to get out. I recommend using an Allen key, because this is what it look like. That thing's giant. And then using leverage. Bro, I thought I broke it. I was like, I had to break it loose. But yeah, so now what you're gonna want to do, I loosened these up already. I'm gonna, because it goes in behind these. I have the extra bolts for it, so it'll slide back in here, and then the slip-on will go in. You'll retighten it, and then we should be good to go. If you have a different slip-on though, you could be running it up here. It could be all the way down there and run all the way up here. So you may have the same stuff as me, you may not. But to get the secondary muffler off, I mean, you just have to wiggle it out, dude. Like I thought I was, it sounds disgusting. You're like, oh, I'm breaking my bike. No, it's just, you just got to get it off. I mean, you just got to loosen it. So here it is. But yeah, I will do my next part and cut back to it. Alright, so if you're having any issues with this part, the mount needs to be behind this. It needs to be behind the frame. You're going to look at it and be like, oh, I can't fit it right here. It's because it doesn't need to be behind this bracket. It needs to be behind the frame. So once you get in there, you can squeeze a wrench back in here or some channel locks. Hold this little nut and then either just screw it through, or, you know, while you're tightening, counter twist it. Counter twist that nut. Also, I did take the fairing a little bit off so I could have more room when I was getting the secondary muffler off. I'll try to put some words in the caption. Not the caption, when I was taking the pre-muffler off. But yeah, I mean, after you have this on, then you can go ahead and stick your slip-on on, and then you should just be ready to go. So I'll get back to that in a second. But yeah, guys, it's just the two long bolts they sent me, and then some nuts in the back, and that's really it. Okay, so when you do this, when you put these on, it's going to be really dumb, but you get little nuts with your bracket. You're going to need a 13mm wrench, and you're going to put the nut on this 13mm wrench, and you're going to balance it, and you're going to line it up. You're going to have to run it up through here and balance it in the back, because you have no room. You can't, maybe if you have really, really small hands, you can get back here, but I can't. So again, balance the nut. This one's easy to get to. You can get to this one just fine. This one though, absolutely not. Like, but now, I mean, solid as hell. So yeah, now we'll put the slip-on on, and I should just have to screw one bolt in, and then we can be good to go. So yeah. Alright, if you made it this far, good job. I know I'm kind of boring, but now we're just gonna slide this John in, Yo. About right there. Line that hole up. Thread it through. And then we should be good. I'll retighten the fairings. Close everything up. And then I'll do a cold start. I'll do this microphone. And then I'll do my camera microphone. And yeah, then we'll see how good it sounds. Okay, so we got everything back together. Everything should be tightened down. Everything should be good. I feel comfortable putting my foot on this. You can buy Loctite if you want. I recommend it. Loctite your bolts that have Loctite. Don't use red. You'll never get it off. Your exhaust clamp at the very bottom where you connect to the cat, make sure that's pretty tight. Don't want any exhaust leaks. And this is going to be a cold start. So yeah, dude, I cannot wait to see how this thing sounds. It's going to be fucking awesome. We are sounding good. We're looking good. So yeah, that was how to do a that shit's so loud. Oh, it's awesome. Well, I gotta get to work, guys. That was how to put a slip-on on. I will answer comments if you have any questions. What was the hardest part? You know, if you need help on anything, let me know. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.